Okay, hi and hello again. This is Dave, and welcome to the Success Playbook, where we bring a strategy of ARM that's authenticity and relationship and mindset into everyday areas like sales and tech and real estate and finance. And we do this to give you the edge that you need to succeed. So, okay, let's share and show. Let's just jump right into it. And I'm going to skip, usually I start with a little bit of a story. I'm going to skip the story and just kind of jump right into the topic, the theme of this video, which is literally rhythms and patterns in sales. You know, we're at the mid-year mark, roughly where I'm filming this, and there's a lot that's converging. And when it comes to rhythms, I'm thinking about like cycles and seasons and patterns, and whether those patterns are budget or planning or execution or even culture. I want to get into some of those and understand and really try to share that in my 30 plus years of sales, there are tremendous rhythms. You need to understand and certainly respect those rhythms. And when I was prepping for this, I was thinking of a book that I read. It's called Wintering. And here in America, there's this crazy obsession towards productivity, of course, capitalism and commercialism and etc. But, you know, somehow there's this air quote radical idea that it's not right, or it's not advised to just reflect, pause, and try to restore. And I want to offer maybe a different viewpoint where a counter and say, no, look, you really do need to honor the rhythms and patterns of sales because they're there. And if you don't, you've heard the expression, you're going to be the salmon swimming upstream. It's going to be very challenging. So when it comes to the rhythms of sales, literally think about the seasons. So in the winter, right, you are, maybe when plants are dormant, you are from a sales capacity, you are thinking and planning and a little strategery with your go-to-market. In the spring, when things are born and rebirthed, you're executing your plan. In the summer, you're enjoying its beautiful weather, and maybe from a sales perspective, you are reevaluating how things are coming along. And finally, in the fall, it's all about closing the business that you spent the entire prior 8, 9, 10 months building. And again, this harvest mindset. So the second rhythm I like to call out is, you know, again, there's a lot in my 32 plus years of sales, but there's a lot. But one is the budget. I'm sorry, the second one is the budget. And here, again, there's this little bit of call and response pattern. So there's an RFI or an RFP, request for information, request for a proposal. And you have to build and you have to submit that. And then you have to wait. There's a natural rhythm built into that budget cycle. And you can try to buck the system. It's not going to get you anywhere. You have to understand the rules, follow the rules, and go by the rules. And the third area of rhythm here in the US, it's all about the culture. Again, this obsession with productivity. But you have to bring some intelligence and balance into that obsession because, you know, you're running a marathon, 26.2 miles. I've never heard or seen anyone who sprints the entire marathon. There's a place to attack the hill. There's a place to, when you're going down, to rest. There's a time to pull into a group of other runners, let them break the wind. Or if you think of the Tour de France, you're in the peloton. Let the peloton break the wind and then move towards where you want to go with your execution and with your plan. So to me, it's, what does this all mean? It's very important to understand the rhythms and the patterns of sales. They will ebb and flow. What I perceive and what I understand might be slightly different than you, but understand the big picture, that there needs to be a pause every now and then. Think of music. If there wasn't a pause in the notes, you wouldn't have any rhythm. You would just have noise. You would just have that single note. And again, it's okay and it's natural to have rhythms, understand those rhythms, and move forward with those rhythms. So that's what I have for you here today. And again, if this is just helpful to one person out there, I'm entirely grateful. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share. And as always, feel free to subscribe, like, post a comment, but again, polite and professional only. And of course, share this link with a friend. That's it for now, and I'll speak with you soon.